Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again. So this video is about fear of removing the mask. So it's not about the physical mask that many people are wearing at the moment, it's about the labels that we hold. So this is nothing to do with religion, but some would see the labels that we carry around as the false prophet, the false idol, that basically we honour the false idol or the mask. So the mask can be any label that we put with on ourselves. So the identity that we put on ourselves could be the job role that we are in. It could be a position that we are in society. It could be just the persona that we've given to other people. It could be about your gender. There are so many masks that we wear as human beings, that we have worn as human beings, and it's because we've been guided by our ego, and there's nothing wrong with the ego. But it's wanted us to be liked, it's wanted us to be loved, and the only reason why the ego is wanting us to be liked and loved is because we've forgotten that we are already loved, basically. So no matter whether you are in a perceived high profession or low profession, or jobless, you have a job, whether you're a house husband, housewife, whether you are abundant financially, not abundant financially, whether you are a joyful, peaceful, happy being, or whether you are a moody, aggressive, bad-tempered human being. Wherever you are at right now, you are loved and honoured. So every single one of you, whether you are Catholic, Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Jedi, freedom, whatever it is, whatever label that you are coming in under, is all part of past labels and egoic false idols worship, and we've all been there. Look at me, check me out with my false eyelashes, my lash extensions. I'm right there with you. So I'm not exempt in myself. I also exhibit egoic behaviours because I think the eyelashes are something that other people would perceive me as being beautiful if I have big long eyelashes, or and the universe has actually delivered me a kind message in that I basically chose to remove my mask and chose that I didn't want to wear a mask. So the universe deemed that I no longer have eyelash extensions. The universe works in mysterious ways. It gives you what you need, it doesn't give you what you want. And the purpose for this at the moment is we are coming away from our beautiful egoic guidance centre, which has kept us in survival. We're still here to tell this tale, and we're still here in every day as a school day. So don't knock it, it's there still to be honoured. However, we are coming more into being guided by our higher self or our inner self, which basically will tell you that you're amazing, you're loved, you are safe in every now moment, you are a sovereign being, no matter what is coming up, how you are feeling, how you're behaving, it's all fine, it's okay, you are still loved no matter what. The ego, however, will go, I fear nobody loving me, I fear not being liked, I have to hide behind some facade or mask in case somebody doesn't like or love me. That it may be cars, houses, helicopters, yachts, handbags, fake lashes, the outfit, it could be literally, they are all kind of our false prophets and false idols. And don't judge it, and don't judge each other, because it's just a program that we've been living through, and that's where we were at. And purely we were living through it at that level because of the traumas that we were experiencing, because in that level of experiences where we were at in third dimensionality, we were experiencing lots of trauma events, lots of fear, sadness, guilt, shame, and we couldn't create our own joy for ourselves. It was externally created in an environment for us. Everything was externally created for us, to a certain extent. However, now is a new energy, and we have in complete responsibility and control of our own creations. So this is where the awareness comes in of what we are creating. And what we are being asked to do is come away from our egoic guidance centre and come into our higher guidance centre. And the higher guidance centre will say, you don't need the handbag, love, you don't need the shoes, you don't need the eyelashes, you don't need the helicopter, you don't need the big house to say that you are worthy, that you are a worthy human being, to say that you are loved, you are amazing, miraculous, divine. You don't need any of those things, which is your false prophets and idols that you worship and others worship. And we've all done it, we've all been here, so don't judge it. To come back to another level of honouring each other and respect and love for each other. And it's seeing people and each other without the mask now. We see beyond the professional role, we see beyond the qualifications, we see beyond the title, we see beyond the religion, we see beyond the sexual identity, we see beyond the fake eyelashes, we are seeing beyond everything. And what you can actually see is directly into the soul, and what will be looking back at you in another person will actually be you, that it will be mirroring you. So what we are is infinite beings of light, which is made from the frequency of love, all the same energy. It's the highest form of energy that is in existence, is love, and we are all made from it, every single one of us, and everything is made out of this energy, from animals, trees, plants, the earth, the planet, the universe, us, everything. We are all made out of one energy. We all come from one energy source. But the miracle is in each and every one of us, and each and every one of us is a walking miracle, that we can have an individual experience. So Source can't experience for itself. So we are the servants to Source in creation and experiences and journeys, and we are all having a different one. So who are any of us to say, well, look at you, you've manifested your illness. Wow, why would you kind of manifest that deal? You know, what's wrong with you? You're crazy. However, every manifestation is manifest in love to us, delivered by the universe, because it's something that we need. It may not be something that we want, but it's something that we need. And each lesson is purely to bring us back to ourselves in seeing who we are and what we are. So who we are is, again, the infinite beings of light, made from love, and what we are is extension of Source. So we are all creators. So there is a God within us, there's a Christ force within us, and these things existed before religion was created, and there's nothing wrong with the religion either. It was just part of a program of the time, nothing wrong with it. But now it's time to see past it. And to really see one another without the mask, to see one another for who we actually are. And who we actually are is there is a Christ face in every single one of us. When you look, when you know who you are, you can then see who the person is who stood in front of you without the label. Labels don't really matter. They're just an egoic identity that we've clung to have a feeling of worth. But it's just a reminder to every single one of you out there that every single one of you are worthy. Every single one of you are worthy to be co-creators, to collect love energy, because that's exactly what you are. So you don't need it from anyone else, anything else, any label, any status symbol, to know or to remind you who you are, because you are more than that. You are much, much, much more than that. You are the whole universe. You are divinity. So, and being creators as well, and manifestors, we create everything. We create all of our experiences. We create our illness. We create our environment. It starts from within. So if we are joyous, peaceful, happy, then that is the creation that we have within us. If we're watching the news and we are seeing something that is horrendous, and if you're a compassionate, empathic person, it's it will get you right there, and you'll initially in the old energy be thinking, oh, that's horrendous, that's horrible, that's I can't watch anymore. However, in the new energy, the higher self will say, well, this is being manifest to bring about unity and love. You may not quite see it yet because you're seeing it's all chaos and you're seeing that chaos energy. However, look past it, try and see past it, and try and see the love in that creation, and where that creation potentially, what it's going to create and where it's going to lead. How is it going to bring people together? How is that situation going to teach the rest of humanity some important lessons about love, compassion and creation? So when we are looking at something horrendous on the news, or something that somebody's told us about that's a horrendous story, try and see it a little bit differently, in more of a positive light. Because and it's not to say that you're condoning kind of like anyone, so if you're hearing about a murder or something like, it's not to say that you are condoning somebody beating up somebody else, or a murderer or something like that, by giving it a positive energy. It's when we see things in a positive energy, we are creating in a positive energy. When we see things in a negative energy, in a hateful energy, that's exactly what we're going to create and perpetuate. So it's really being aware of how we see things. When we see somebody that may be disabled or ill, or having a bad time of it, it's not to see that, oh, that poor person, oh my goodness, that must be terrible for them. That's kind of like looking at a little bit on the negative side. So it's maybe perhaps to try and see it a little bit differently. How can I create for this person that is going through this experience in a more positive way? I can see them for who they are intrinsically are. I can see past the disability. I can see past the illness. They are an infinite being of light that are miraculous and amazing and wonderful, and all I want to do is smile at that person, not pity them. They are co-creators. They have created this for something, for some reason, that will bring some love and advantage to their lives. It will bring them back to them somehow, some way, that I'm a mere human. I may not be able to see it, but there is a divine plan around it. And in that way, when we are looking at that person and we are seeing their light and we are seeing them in a positive way, it creates a positive energy around them. And you're not perpetuating the negative energy around them. So this was a little story of something that I learned in Love and Creation recently. So I just thought I would share it with you, some of you lovelies that are brave enough to listen to me. So thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Go create fun, laughter, joy in every now moment. And if you're not seeing it right now, then just think how you can just imagine it, and it will meet you on a timeline. So go out and create fearlessly, in love. Love you all. Take care and speak soon.